Hello students, how are you today? In this video I'm going to show you how to talk about life experiences. We will see the difference in the use of the present perfect and the past simple. Look at this dialogue first. This is a conversation between Jane and Mark. Hey, how are you? Great, about to go on a trip to the US. Oh, cool. Have you ever traveled to the US? Yes, I have. I went to the Disneyland park when I was 15. What about you? Have you been to the US before? No, this is going to be my first trip there. How exciting! Have you ever been abroad? Yes, I've been to France and Canada. Canada? I'd love to go there someday. When did you go to Canada? I went to Canada last year. We visited our family in Toronto. Did you have a good time? Yes, I did. I had a great time. So, this is a conversation about a past experience. In this case, look at this. Have you ever traveled to the US? The time reference in this question is the word ever. Ever means at some point in your life. So, during your life, have you traveled to the US? Jane's answer is yes, I have. But then, she goes on giving information about this trip. And she says, I went to the Disneyland park when I was 15. So in this sentence, we do have a time reference that is about a specific point in time in the past. In this one, again, we have no specific time reference, that is before the present. Have you been to the US? No, I haven't. Now, look at this. I've been to France and Canada. When? We don't know exactly yet. As the conversation goes on, Jane asks, when did you go to Canada? I went to Canada last year. So in these two cases, the information provided is more specific. The time reference here is last year. And last year, we visited our family in Toronto. And last year, we had a good time in Canada. So let's analyze this language. I haven't traveled to the US before, or I have never traveled to the US before. See that these are two ways of showing the negative form. This is from the action, coming from the action travel. He has been abroad. So this is the verb go. The form is be because this person, this man, has traveled abroad, in this case to France and Canada, and he has come back home. So he has been. We are going to use been and not gone. In this case, the action is visit, and we don't have a specific time reference, so we can say we haven't visited Australia. This is called the present perfect in English. When are we going to use a present perfect? When we talk about an action that has no specific time reference. Before, that is, at some point since we were born in the past up to the present. The action has happened at some point between the present and the past, but we don't know when exactly this action took place. Now look at these examples. Mark went to Canada when exactly? Last year. You can also say a year ago or in 2016. So these three time references refer to the past. This tense in English is called the past simple. The past simple is used to talk about actions that happened at a specific point in time in the past. So there is a clear, specific time reference to the past. Look at this. So, to talk about life experiences with no time reference, we're going to use the present perfect. What's the form of the present perfect? If the person is I, you, we, or they, you're going to use have or haven't, or have and have never. If the person is she, he, it, you're going to use has, hasn't, or has never, plus. If you have a regular verb, you're going to add ed. If the verb is irregular, you're going to look at the third column of the verbs. For past actions, we're going to use, whenever you have a specific time reference, the past simple tense. So you can say we went, or we visited Canada. And for this, with any of these pronouns, you're going to use the regular verb plus ed, or if it is an irregular verb, you're going to check the second column. Look at this. These are some life experiences that Max and Lorena have had. You can ask, has Max ever been to the beach in the evening? Yes, he has. Has Lorena ever stayed in a 5-star hotel? No, she hasn't. What about Mark? Mark has stayed in a 5-star hotel. Max and Lorena have studied at university. They haven't won the lottery. This is an irregular verb, so the third column is won. Have they ever been bungee jumping? Well, Max hasn't been bungee jumping, but Lorena has been bungee jumping before. Have they ever driven a Ferrari? Max hasn't driven a Ferrari, but Lorena has. Lorena hasn't visited New York, but Max has visited New York. Well, so this is the end of this lesson. I hope to have a very nice day.